in a blue shirt, Christ Johns walked out of the Jennings County Jail after spending the night behind bars.
I'm glad they caught him and get him help.
It was nearly a year ago when Nancy Monday was driving down County Road 740 East in Jennings County.
Me and my husband saw them.
They were going home after a trip to the store when they saw something that wasn't there before.
And we were like in shock. In shock.
Dead dogs, their bodies laying helpless and limp in the woods on the side of the road.
One dog hanging from a tree, and the rest were on the ground.
Monday says she called the authorities. Her stomach was in knots.
We got defaults.
Say there was a pit bull mix, a beagle mix, and their puppies. 7 puppies were just 4 to 5 months old. 2 were less than 2 weeks old. They say 2 puppies had blunt force trauma to their heads and the rest were shot. The sheriff says the investigation led them to a local man who says he gave his dogs to Christ Johns. And evidence left at the scene all matched up.
I'm glad that the police didn't let it go because it was animals.
We want to solve all crimes. We want to, follow the evidence all the way through, get it to the prosecutor, and ensure that we get a good judgment on the person.
I'm glad they pursued and pursued and pursued and finally got an answer to this question.
Sheriff's deputies made the arrest Monday for this rural community and for Man's best friend. Christ Johns is being held on a $10,000 bond. Reporting from Jennings County, Jessica Bard, WDRB News.
A Louisville man is charged with murder after a crash in the Algonquin neighborhood Saturday night. WDRB's Darby Bean explained he was drinking before the wreck.
That crash happened here on South 7th Street over the weekend. Joseph Luckett was supposed to be in court this morning, but he's still in the hospital. We do have video to show you from the night those 2 vehicles collided. According to LMPD, the 2 cars hit head-on near Jordan Avenue just after 6 o'clock on Saturday. Police say a car was driving the wrong way when it crashed into Luckett's white Escalade. The driver of the other car died at the scene. Luckett was taken to University Hospital right after the crash with life-threatening injuries. According to LMPD, an officer could smell alcohol while Luckett was in the ambulance with him. The smell was also reported by medical staff at the hospital. Luckett's charges include murder and operating a motor vehicle under the influence of alcohol or drugs. In court this morning, we're told he is still in the hospital. A judge rolled his case over to next month, but did set a $100,000 bond. We don't know the identity of the person who died in the crash. That judge also set a new court date for Luckett. He's supposed to be back in 2 days. Reporting in Louisville, Darby Bean, WDRB News.
A suspect leads police on a chase through central Indiana, then causes a crash that killed another driver. Indianapolis police say they spotted a federal gun investigation, and that suspect took off in this blue Dodge. The chase went through 2 counties before police lost the car. Then the suspect returned.
What is up? If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and please leave a like on my videos. It'll mean a lot to my channel. And if you have a Fortnite account, drop it in the comments area, and after this I will look it up.
Incredible year-end savings on a huge selection of our most popular models, like the adventurous RAV4, stylish Highlander, sporty Camry, and more. Get $1,500 total customer cash on a legendary new 2019 4Runner. Get $2,000 cash on any rugged new 2019 Tacoma. Or get $3,000 on a full-size Tundra. The deals end January 6th. Get yours before they're gone. Toyota, let's go places.
Meet your newest family member. It's social, with a seat for everyone. Smart, with adjustable power everything. Connected to keep you in the loop. It's durable, too, with top-grade leather on a wooden metal frame. And it spoils you, with everything you need right within reach. Introducing designer looks, now with high-tech moves. Only from America's reclining experts. We are Valley City Furniture, and we're going to be your new favorite furniture store.
First they laughed at even the idea of virtual reality. Yeah, right. Then they laughed when people started strapping little TV sets to their face. Yeah, right. No way those last. And soon we look back and say, yeah, right. Because the next generation of gaming, whether it's VR, AR, or whatever R comes next, will all be powered by Spectrum's future-ready network with the fastest internet speeds available. So, practice those yeah, rights now. Like this. Yeah, right. Spectrum. Think forward.
Seasonal savings built for the holidays at Oxmoor Ford Lincoln.
With 0% APR for up to 72 months on most 2019 models. Buy new 2019 Edge SEL, just $31,740. That's over $9,600 off. Or new 2019 F-150 STX, just $35,997. That's over $11,800 off. Or new 2019 Expedition XLT, buy for $49,999 and save over $14,000 off MSRP.
Don't miss these year-end holiday savings at Oxmoor Ford Lincoln.
From the locker room to the sidelines, no one covers local sports like WDRB, the source for inside sports coverage.
Well, WDRB Sports is your source for fresh updates. Subway is your source for fresh now, offering new signature flavor stations and fresh core beverage stations. Subway offers a fresh alternative to traditional fast food, offering 4.9 billion combinations of quality proteins, fresh vegetables, and bread baked daily. Visit your local Subway today.
Have you been told you're not a candidate for dental implants, or the cost is just too much? At Louisville Oral Surgery, we offer financing on the most economical dental implants available. Call or stop by today for a complimentary second opinion. Louisville Oral Surgery. Start smiling again.
Rocks thrown, doors smashed, and this fire was actually set as well. Protesters breaking into the U.S. Embassy in Baghdad.
Whitney Wild explains what's being done to protect Americans inside.
The White House calls protests at the U.S. Embassy in Iraq an escalation, while groups behind them say they're an expression of anger. Tuesday, Iraqi-backed protesters attacked the compound in Baghdad, burning homes, smashing windows, and throwing rocks. Additional Marines and 2 Apache helicopters have been deployed to secure the embassy. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo spoke to Iraqi leaders, including the Prime Minister, who had demanded protesters leave the U.S. compound.
This was sort of a controlled display of violence, but everybody drew back when it could have gone too far.
Tensions erupted after the U.S. initiated airstrikes in Iraq and Syria Sunday. The U.S. launched the strikes in response to attacks by Kataib Hezbollah, an Iranian-backed militia group which the U.S. blames for killing a contractor Friday. 45 people were killed in the U.S. airstrikes and 51 people were wounded. In a statement, the militia group said this protest was a stand against U.S. political dominance.
This whole back and forth is fueling Iraqi politicians who have been pushing for a long time to reduce or eliminate the U.S. presence in Iraq.
The president blamed Iran, tweeting, "Iran killed an American contractor, wounding many. We strongly responded and always will." And later, to those many millions of people in Iraq who want freedom and who don't want to be dominated and controlled by Iran, this is your time. In Washington, Whitney Wild of WDRB News.
WDRB weather is sponsored by Hughes & Coleman.
6 back now with a look at the all-important New Year's Eve forecast. Not looking bad.
Just chilly. If you're bundled up, you'll be just fine. A couple extra glasses of champagne will help ease that. And then eventually, we're talking about the first day of 2020. And there can be extremes. So I want to show you these two stats. This is historical New Year's Day weather. The warmest ever, which might sound nice for Elizabeth, 72.
Wow.
Right, from 1952. The coldest, the other end of the spectrum, the other extreme, 5 below 0 in 1928.
Yeah, I would like that. Actually,
exactly.
I know I'm kind of crazy, but I would.
No thanks. Yeah, no.
Like that.
I'll take 70.
That's still too much of a chill.
A day or two.
We're going to kind of be close to normal, kind of average, where we should be this time of year. At least we can. The past 2 days have been kind of gloomy. Here is the breakdown for those of you going out for New Year's Eve. By 6 p.m., it's 39 if you're grabbing a bite to eat. Still kind of breezy. Some gusts at times around 20, which means it'll probably feel like the low 30s. 9 p.m., lots of clouds. By midnight, as we break into New Year, 35 degrees, feeling like the upper 20s when you feel that wind. That breeze will eventually back off some tonight as this low pressure, which has been parked over the Great Lakes, finally puts it in the drive and takes off to the north and east, which sets us up for a nice day tomorrow.
We rich.
What?
We're rich.
What was that?
1,000?
1100. Nigga, get! Damn! Ugh.
By Thursday morning, we get some showers. It's during the afternoon we get some rain developing, sticking for a little while. Thursday's our best rain chance. Friday, although you see a lot of green showing up on the map, it's not an all-day rain. Anything coming down should be rather light. That rain tapers during the evening, and then on the backside of the storm, as it cuts through on Saturday, we could mix in some sleet or perhaps some snow. It's not a major snowstorm or anything, just some mixed showers possible. The roads will be in good shape, but just a sign that the cold air will come in on the backside of the storm. Skies clear gradually late tonight. The winds back off some, but not enough that we will see areas of frost tomorrow. 50 for your high temperature, cool sunshine with highs in the upper 40s to around 50. That sun will not last. Clouds are back Thursday. Rain eventually develops 52. Friday, it's milder, just some scattered showers around 61. And then temperatures crashing down Saturday, 39 degrees with some mixed showers. Staying breezy on Sunday with a flurry or two and a high of 43 degrees. Mike Marshall, how's traffic out there?
All right, well, let's take a look here, Rick. We have some live cameras all around the area. We'll start off taking a look over at the Snyder out near I-64. And here's 65 out near St. Catharines Street. We did pretty right overall coming into the downtown. Here's a shot over at 64 as you see 22nd Street with a pedestrian overpass here. And then the Watershed Expressway moving very well out near Newburgh. Poplar. And that's seen a whole lot of traffic with 565 right over top of the Watershed Expressway. And as we look back, you can see no delay heading out to the airport. Around the Expo Center, 65 moving very well in either direction for us here. But I don't see a whole lot of backup looking at the Watershed. Taylor Boulevard, back over to Dixie Highway. You're looking over at Dixie. We've had that very light traffic. Anything up near Rockford Lane and Gagel. I'm not seeing any backups back near Greenwood and St. Andrews Church Road. And still very light traffic northbound 65 from the river up into Clarksville. From the Oxmoor Auto Group Traffic Center, I'm Mike Marshall with WDRB Traffic. We'll have more from Kentucky's Bell Bowl victory, including hearing from the hero of that game-winning play. Plus, how can the Cards build on their surprising 8-win season? Stay with us.
Now, with Point of View, here's President and General Manager Dale Woods.
6 seconds. First shot to last. It's the kind of tragedy we're seeing far too often. On Sunday, a gunman wearing a fake beard walked into a Texas church and killed 2 parishioners. But in 6 seconds, it was all over. That's because the church had armed security volunteers. One of them didn't hesitate to shoot back and kill the gunman. We should all pray for the victims, their families, and the entire congregation. We should also give thanks to the Texas legislature who passed a law in September that allows armed guards in church. The Second Amendment guarantees us the right to bear arms, and laws need to be specific to be effective. I know guns aren't for everyone. That is probably best, because not everyone needs to have a gun. But when a weapon is in the hands of a trusted, responsible, and trained person, it makes us all safer. The security member who killed the gunman is also a firearms instructor. He prevented this shooting from becoming a massacre. This story is about a hero, and the bad guy is not the gun. I'm Dale Woods, and that's my point of view.
At Chevy, we're all family. We're a festive family.
We're a get-up-and-go family.
We're all part of the Chevy family.
Because our Chevy employee discount is still available to everyone.
The Chevy price you pay is what we pay.
Not a cent more.
So Happy New Year, and welcome to the family.
The Chevy family.
Use your Chevy employee discount for everyone to get over $6,100 below MSRP on this Equinox. The Chevy employee discount for everyone.
Yeah, you got this. So
wow.
Keno here. Keno here. Keno here. Keno anywhere. With 37 ways to win up to $100 and add the multiplier for your shot at $1 million. Play Keno your way. Online or at your favorite Kentucky lottery retailer.